Peace, light, and love, YouTube. It is your man, J-Pharaoh. I'm doing a read today from a tarot deck. So we have a tarot read, not an oracle read, not covering issues facing, issues that our African American communities are facing. I am going to do some tarot today. And it's for the collective. And it's interesting because I still just want to shuffle these up a little bit. But the cards came out yesterday. For some reason my hands want to do this though. But I was asking for a message from the cards yesterday, and the cards came out. So and I just set them there. It was 3 cards, and because I went to pull the deck up like this, and like 3 cards that it went plunk, and I was like, oh, what are those? And it plunked on the table actually, and I pulled them up and got them, and these are our 3 cards. So let's go ahead and get into it, because it's a very interesting message that, oh my God, this card, I just saw this card in this book when I was looking through it. I was looking at it, I said, oh, look at this. I read the page, and here's the card. It's the world. It's the Fool card, but it's the world egg. It's the Fool equivalent. Perhaps I'll look that up at the end of here. So I want to get into this message though, because this is a very interesting message. So the cards that came out is the 9 of Wands in reverse, with 144 just now on the clock. Shout out to the chosen ones. The 7 of Wands and the Tower card. And they actually came out in order of the 2 of, the 9 of Wands in reverse, the Tower card, and the 7 of Wands. So let's read them. And another card that came out, I had out with these, is this 10 of Wands that I'll get into. So this is for the collective, and it's a very, very interesting message. And it's for me, when I pulled the cards, when I saw the cards, I was like, oh wow, this is right on the money, and it's so cool. I was like, well, I was thinking maybe to reshuffle and do different cards, but I was like, if this message is hitting home so much for me, I really think that it might hit home for y'all too. In a way to help us know what's going on, help us to figure out what we're going to do, things of that nature. So that is probably going to be. Nine of Wands. So the 9 of Wands upright will read: strong emotion bubbles over a calm surface, hidden passion, rapid, unpredictable change, strength through balance. So let's get into it. And this is in reverse. So 9 of Wands, I'm thinking, well, instantly after I read that, it's like, wow, this is us coming out just recently on the other side of strong emotions having bubbled over. So I had a situation where I had strong emotions that I had no choice but to have, based off the situation that I found myself in. And those emotions had to bubble over. And then there was and a lot of it, hidden passions had then come to the surface because of the situation where that's the situation. There were things that were being done, relationships that were had, that were being hidden from me. And then recently, my intuition and the events around me all came together and clicked to a point where I was like, oh shit, that's going on. I see that between that, and I see that over there. And I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, saying, all them psychic senses. I'm feeling like that's so Raven up in there. I'm the black man, that's so Raven. Over there like, whoo. I said, I see all of this going on. I said, oh my God. And so it caused me to have strong emotions. So maybe I'm saying this because it might relate to you. You know what I'm saying? For the collective, maybe something that's happened for many of us in which we start seeing the truth about situations, and then we had emotions to come out, bubble over over the surface. We may have been calm the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Even in our reactions to certain people, we were calm, rather calm. And then maybe it was not. My situation was dynamic. It was between several people. Several people. So some people got the calm response. Some people got, I don't know who the fuck you think you're talking to, or who you dealing with, or what the situation is, type of response. Strong emotions. But all across the board, very strong emotions, whether I was calm or not so calm. It says unpredictable change and strength through balance. So I feel like with this being reversed, we are on the other side of the unpredictable change. The change has occurred, right? Please comment down below if this resonates, because I can tell you this resonates for me. But because this is my deck, and the cards came out, I'm like, well, it makes sense to me for it to resonate with me. But I'm also feeling like this is the collective message. This is the collective message. We found ourselves on the other side of a situation. We were on the other side of that unpredictable thing that was going to happen. We didn't know up into it that it was so unpredictable. But it was there. It was there, right? That shit was there. It was going to happen. The truth was the truth the whole time. And many of us may have had an intuitive inkling about it. Get with me, follow me, vibe with me, comment, let me know if this is you too, because all right, so you was to find yourself in a situation, you might have had some intuitive signs, things, you was feeling some type of way, you was questioning, you had your red flags or what have you. You kept going, and you got to this point where there was this realization or this truth discovered that was really unpredictable, because it was only a matter of time before you was going to find out, because you was going to find out anyways. You was going to put two and two together anyways. It just so happened that recently we found ourselves where we had that moment where it was like, whoa, that and that and that and that, and you just said what to me? You know what I'm saying? We really might have just found ourselves in that situation. It was unpredictable, right? It was unpredictable. That shit was going to go down. It was going to be discovered. And we just had that happen. That's why we were on the other side of this thing. We had a lot of emotions with it. I'm starting to wonder if that light is even worth it being right there, but I'm gonna just keep turning it on. The lighting is just funny in here right now. We had a strong emotions about the situation, right? And this was going to happen regardless. Let's get into the next. And the next card is the Tower card. So what we realized, come on, dig it, get into it. I was like, Spirit is really clocking the T. I said, these cards are clocking the motherfucking T. I said, oh, snap. I said, man, this tarot stuff is really cool. You know what I'm saying? I love it. I'm learning. As I started my channel, I started being active like a year ago. I've got 160 videos, and I've been learning, and it's really cool now that I really commit myself to it, because I'm seeing how these cards be clocking the T. They be speaking the truth, whether you realize it or not. So a lot of times I'm looking at the message, I'm like, you say what? Say what? Say what? And I'm like, oh, okay. And then I go about my life, and I'm like, oh, shit. There go that they was talking about. There go that they was talking about. Some of it I do be wanting it to be right about. And a lot of shit I don't be wanting to be right about, because it'll hurt my fucking feelings to be right about it. But sure enough, right, it be right. And, don't feelings get hurt. Those feelings get hurt, and it's like, okay, say if you like me in the situation collective, we just got our feelings hurt like a motherfucker. But the thing is, these motherfuckers don't know, who's the true winner. That we are winning right now. We always win, right, collective? whether it appears as a win or lose, when it's all said and done, it all worked for our victory. We win. We win. If it seemed like a lost battle, we will win the war. So what we just had happen that was unavoidable, because the truth was the truth the whole time. We just came to the realization of it. We had the intuitive signs. Our intuition knew something was coming up, right? Right. Come on now. I know we already had the feeling that that some shit was going to pop off at some point. And we just found ourselves recently on the other side of something like that, of that happening. And it caused a tower moment. It caused a tower moment. I'm going to read the tower card. We know the tower card is, things falling down, these upheavals. If you're watching tarot videos, you know the tower card. The tower card is some shit had to fall apart. And a lot of times it's because something better is being built, or something better is coming in. You're making space for something better. And I claim that. And you better claim that too, collective. My friends, with 11:11 just on the clock. With 11:11 on the clock, if you're in a situation, especially let's talk about if it's love. If you're in a situation where you feel like, dang, I got all this love to give. You know what I'm saying? I'm a beautiful person. I'm a handsome person. I'm a good person. You know what I'm saying? I got all this love and all this, good going on. You know what I'm saying? And you want somebody to bless with it. You know what I'm saying? You got all that good. You want to bless it sometime. You want to bless around. And with 11:11 on the clock, that tell me that, and we're talking about this tower card, your match is going to come. That good job for you is going to come. That house for you is going to come. That car for you is going to come. That opportunity, that better city, that move you need, that self-esteem boost, that discovering your purpose, figuring out who you truly are, that all is coming. But these towers have to happen so that we can make room for it. Maybe we're in the situations where we're not being respected like we ought to be respected. We're not being valued like we ought to be valued. So what's happening is, in order for the situation to improve and us to be respected like we should and valued like we should, some shit has to break down. Because what's happening right now with us not being valued like we ought to be, not being respected like we ought to be, that shit is not going to be happening. That's been eradicated. And we're making, so towers have to happen. Boom. Let's get into this card. It's number 16. These Roman numerals. 16, tower. Sacrifice, unavoidable and often misunderstood. Violent physical or emotional upheaval, revealing core issues or aspects of the self. So it says, it's a situation that is unavoidable. This situation that like I was saying, the situation that we just found ourselves in. We're now on the other side of it. The emotions have bubbled over already. We've had the situation, these hidden passions come to the surface. We're on the other side. And what happened is there were towers. So, like I told you, I had a situation with several people. So there were several towers that happened simultaneously because of a web that was woven. A situation I found myself in which, there were several parties involved. And, it just came to a point with 14:14 on the clock. Shout out to the ancestors. It came to a point where I found myself having several towers. And they weren't all directly related to one another, but they were kind of like in the same genre. And they were somehow connected to each other. And I'm sitting back like, what? I'm sitting, and I find myself where I'm just like, oh. For like days, I've been just like, oh. That's all I got. I ain't got a paragraph of emotions to express. I'm kind of looking back, and only emotional response I got is, oh, not even okay. Not even okay. No, all I got is, oh, that's what was happening. So now we got these towers happening right now because of this truth came about. Okay. Oh, I'm saying, oh. Now I'm like more so like, okay. I moved on a little bit. I'm a sun sign Cancer, so I got a lot of emotions. There's a lot of emotions to you a Cancer, you know. That shit is a lot. Them emotional towers, these are emotional upheavals, and these towers we go through, we feel this shit. These, you know what I'm saying, there's waves in this card. Look at all that waves in water, emotion. Look at that, the house in the water, the flood of going on. We experience these flood of emotions in our beautiful yard. We got hostas and roses and shit in our yard. We made it all look good. We done cut our grass, and then some emotional shit happens, and the flood of emotions come. The flood of emotions come, and we're like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what happens. That's what happens when we let other people get involved in our emotions. They cause the fucking emotional flood to come and fuck up our roses and freshly cut grass. And a house instability that we work so hard to create. That's why, for me personally, I'm not someone who really is into letting a lot of people, or even one person or few, really get in my circle. Because I'm like, I can't have you fucking up my emotional regulation and cause these fucking emotional floods in my fucking freshly cut grass. You dig? But that's where we find ourselves. That's where we find ourselves. We now have had towers. I've had towers with people who are supposed to be so fucking close to me. We're supposed to be like this. And now I'm like, oh shit. You ain't nowhere to be fucking found. We're supposed to be like this, but right now we like this. You feel me? The tower. You might find yourself in a situation right now, and please comment down below. Please like the video. Let me know if this resonates with you. You got somebody in your life, and there was some recent shit that caused a whole bunch of emotional situation come up, emotions bubble over. We now find ourselves recently on the other side of this emotional upheaval that occurred, and now we find ourselves in a situation where we got people in our lives who we're supposed to be like this with, but we like this with. And it's not our fault. It's not our fault because if you like me, you were the genuine and innocent, genuine party. Like you didn't know about certain shit. And maybe if you like me, you kind of start picking up on some shit, but you like, I'm gonna do what the fuck I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do what the fuck I'm gonna do. And then you got down the road a little bit more, and you was like, all right, I'm going to do what the fuck I want to do, but I don't know if this is what I want to do. So I might not mind walking away, might not mind cutting these situations, because I don't mind doing it, because that's what I find myself wanting to do. Because now I done had this emotional situation come up, and now I got all these fucking emotions, you know what I'm saying? Look at how the cards came out. This card means an emotional upheaval. Look at this card, this tower, all this water. Water symbolizes emotions, cups of emotions. If you know tarot, you know that. Look at that. I love it. I love how tarot connect like that. Now we got all this shit going on. I'm like, nah, motherfucker, if you like me, I'm about to get these emotions up out of here. I want my freshly cut grass in my yard. I want my roses and my hostas looking good in my yard. I want this water out my fucking first floor of my house. I got housewarmings to have. I got birthday parties to have in my crib. I got a new car to put in my driveway. This motherfucking water, all this flooding, got to go. All this unnecessary emotion, got to go. So if you causing this emotional upheaval, all this water flooding, all this emotion flooding in my world, you got to fucking go. Our third card. we got the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands says forceful and decisive action in the matter at hand, bringing to bear the full force of emotional involvement in the situations. Swift emotional ordeals leading to a refinement of personality or spiritual essence. Rage. Persons united by anger. Come on, Tarot really be talking. Look at her with those swords in her hand. She like, oh, fuck no. But she got on her dress and shit. She want expecting no fucking fight in battle. But motherfucker, you coming, this is what's going on? She got strapped. Look at them, those swords. She ain't dressing it though. She looking all good and curvy and soft in her dress and shit. But then, oh, you came with the fuck shit. So you gotta go. Like I said, you causing all this flooding of emotions, disturbing the freshly cut grass, the roses, and the driveway for my new car. Like I said, you gotta go. Oh, you gotta go. I was in the crib. Chilling in my pajamas and shit. I was all comfortable in the house. All comfortable. But then you came and caused this hidden shit to happen and caused this all these emotional upheaval to come. And now look at my shit. Look at my yard and my house. Now I'm coming out my house like this. Back the fuck up. Exit the fuck left. Deuces. Because you ain't gonna disturb what I didn't work so hard to build. I had to build this house. I had to build this stability. I had to build this life for myself. Ain't no fucking body give it to me. I had to work for this shit. And you come and fucking shit up, you got to go. You got to go. And it says, swift. It says forceful and decisive action. Swift emotional ordeals. So there's a lot of emotions moving real fast and shit, you know, and you got a lot of force behind it. You're making decisions. You're taking action in a forceful way. You're taking action in a decisive way in the matter at hand. We got, you know what I'm saying? We had the matter at hand that caused this tower, and now we're taking forceful action, decisive action. The full force of emotions in the situation. We now got the full force of the emotion. We were in our house and this shit happened, and now how we coming out of our house? Full force of emotion. We got full force of emotion. Look at that, the ricocheting off her. Zoom, 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 zoom. She like, what the fuck? Brown, brown, brown. See it? She got the knives in her hand, and her aura is like, round. You know what I'm saying? Because we had some shit come that was unavoidable. It caused this huge emotional situation. All this flooding of it caused a flooding of emotions for us. Both of these cards talk about a flooding of emotion. Both of these cards. Something happened that was unavoidable. It might have not been expected, but it was unavoidable. You might have had some signs about it, but you weren't exactly sure how to read the signs, but you've had a feeling, but you were hopeful, you wanted things to be good. But there's something that happened that caused this emotional upheaval, this swarming of emotions. The situation was unavoidable. Causing this flood of emotions and disturbing your stability. Disturbing what you work for. And you coming out in full force. Full force. Taking action with full force. Your emotions is blasting. Your emotions are blasting. Zoom, zoom, zoom. And this is green. And green comes from the heart. And she got that knife over her heart. Look at that. This energy right here is green. Green is the energy of the heart chakra, where emotions, or the flooding of emotions, emotional upheaval. I'm just picking up into that. Just seeing that. This green is the color of the heart chakra energy. And look how it's ricocheting from her. Look at that. Look at that. Zoom, 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 zoom. Her heart is the full force of emotion. Full force of emotion. And she's protecting her heart. See that sword in front of her chest, her heart, and that And that green heart energy, she's protecting it. She's protecting her heart. Right now, I find ourselves in a situation where we feel like we have to protect our heart. Like I told you, like me, you find yourself, you just got your feelings hurt like a motherfucker. Just got your feelings hurt like a motherfucker. God be with us. Please comment down below if this situation, this video resonates for your situation. I do have to go to the restroom really bad, which I think Spirit might be saying it's time to wrap up the reading. These are our cards. We just had something happen. It hurt our feelings, but we're better for it. We've always been the better out of all the parties, out of everything involved. We are the best. Always have been, always motherfucking will be. Understood? Like Jordan the Chosen One says, understand. We always been the best out of the party. We are the number one. Because God made us that way, right? God made us that way. All right? I love y'all. Peace, light, and love. I gotta get to this restroom like a mother, but y'all be blessed. Peace, light, and love. Please like and subscribe. And until next time.